So I will be talking on the rise of cold chain hubs in Saudi Arabia. And primarily, there are three main hubs, which are Jeddah, Riyadh, and Dammam. So from that perspective, how these three locations or these three hubs are emerging as strategic cold chain hubs, and what do we have to learn from these developments? So moving forward, so from this, the rise of cold chain logistics in Saudi Arabia is basically driven by the national ambitions under Vision 2030, which I just mentioned. So from ensuring food chain security and pharma security to enabling the exports from the local market to the world, cold chain infrastructure in Saudi Arabia is becoming extraordinarily crucial. And a lot of the support from the government, from different organizations are happening over here. In addition to that, trends like Q-commerce and online grocery deliveries are adding pressure to the logistic infrastructure to it to be more smarter and more resilient. So a digital front is happening. And over the last couple of years, I've seen a lot of very amazing startups, solutions coming out of India and entering into the Saudi market. May it be Ramco, may it be Shipsy, may it be the others which are there, which are really helping the cold chain logistics or the Q-commerce or the last mile logistics really develop and grow in Saudi Arabia. So the rise of cold chain logistics in Saudi Arabia, as I mentioned, that it is driven by Vision 2030. So again, there has been a surge in food and pharma imports. We have seen that during COVID time, the whole logistics activity around the vaccine logistics, developing of cold chain logistics to support the vaccine deliveries to each and every nook and corner of Saudi Arabia. Then the expansion of organized retail and e-commerce, startups like Nana, Sari, right now Ninja is there, Danube Online. So all the major supermarkets have their last mile dark store delivery enabled right now. National programs are there, which is like the food security strategy and also the NIDLIP. Now, what is NIDLIP? NIDLIP is basically the National Industrial Development and Logistics Program, which is a cornerstone initiative under the Saudi Arabia Vision 2030. Fine, it was launched by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman in 2019. It's basically, so its basic, the primary objective is to transform the kingdom into a leading industrial powerhouse and a global logistics hub by integrating and advancing four key sectors. So the number one is the industry, the manufacturing part of it, the mining sector, the energy infrastructure of the kingdom, and last but not the least, the logistics services. So you can have the first three, but without the sound logistic, nothing can happen. Fine, and I will touch more on this as we move forward in my presentation. So coming to the first hub, which is Jeddah. Jeddah is naturally positioned as the cold chain hub due to its port access. Jeddah Islamic Port is over here in Jeddah. It is a deep sea port. So, and the city basically sees a high influx of perishable imports, which necessitates robust storage and distribution capabilities. Industrial zones around Jeddah like Bahra and Al Khumra, and even now the new industrial cities of Modan 2 and 3, which are coming up, and a lot of focus and new warehousing structure, state-of-the-art facilities, dark warehouses, fully robotic warehouses are there over there. And a little away from Jeddah is King Abdullah Economic City, which has one of the finest warehousing facilities available. Now, recently, Merckx has also put up a beautiful ambient warehousing structure of around 140 or 150 parent position inside the port. DP World is here. So a lot of international players are also investing in Jeddah right now due to its very critical and very, strategic location. So the first hub is Jeddah, and this is how it is developing. The second is Riyadh. Now, Riyadh is the capital of Saudi Arabia. It is centrally located for all national distribution. Demand for food, retail, pharma and the hospitality sectors is very high in this. It has the largest population, or the percentage is centered in Riyadh or in the vicinities of Riyadh. And beautifully, development in Sudair industrial area and Al-Kharj are on very high priority for the kingdom. Sudair is an industrial zone which is coming up around 70 kilometers away from Riyadh, and it is supposedly, or the focus for the government right now, Minister of Industry with Modan leading the project, is to make it the hub of pharma and F&B sector, food and beverage sector. So that is there. A lot of new industries are coming up. A lot of pharma industries are coming up, and right now, a huge logistics park is under development over there of approximately 150,000 square meter. And not just that, in Riyadh alone, one of the largest 3PL operator, which is building a 300,000 square meter Tamar Logistics ambient and cold stores, is under construction in Riyadh. Along with that, more logistics parks are under construction and the plan right now. So Riyadh is booming when it comes to being the central, 3PL centric for Saudi Arabia. Now, the third hub is on the eastern coast of Saudi Arabia, which is Dammam. It has the proximity to King Abdulaziz Port over there. It serves the eastern provinces, industries, mainly food, pharma, and very important, which is the chemical or the oil and gas industry. So Dammam is the oil and gas capital of Saudi Arabia, where there's SABIC, there's Aramco, there's petrochemicals plants over there. So that is the focus for Dammam. And what we have seen over the last few years is the rise of modular and temperature zone storage facilities which are coming up over there. So this is what the three hubs of Saudi Arabia are happening. See, in the other cities as well, obviously, Saudi Arabia from a square meter coverage or a square kilometer coverage is a huge piece of land, is a very huge country. So there are many other, on the south, in the north, south, Jazan, North Adhar, then many other, NEOM is coming up over there, then the Red Sea projects are coming up. So again, there are other hubs which are also developing. But for the sake of this session, for my Indian colleagues from India to get an understanding of what Saudi Arabia has to offer. And Saudi is open. So my perspective is that there is a lot of potential. And I heard very good slides from our two esteemed colleagues. And that is the next move for them to be in Saudi Arabia. And that is where I think they would really, these technologies or what the work is happening in India can be replicated in Saudi Arabia as well. Now, what are the common challenges which comes with cold chain development? What are the emerging opportunities that come with this? So solar and energy efficient designs to cut OPEX, public-private partnerships to develop cold chain parks, which is already happening in Saudi Arabia, Ministry of Investment, Ministry of Industry. These are all supporting companies who want to enter the market, and that is where we can help them get connected to the right government officials to help them understand what the country has to offer and how they can enter, and with the FDI, what support they can expect from the government. Fine. Then use of WMS, IoT devices, visibility. Interestingly, in the GCC sector, Saudi Arabia, I understand, is the only country where IoT or tracking devices are mandatory in each and every transportation. So transport. Secondly, right now there's a system in place that every delivery order or every transport which is going out from one facility to the other, they have to record that journey with the government. So there's a government portal where they have to record each and every journey which is being done. So the government is trying to collect data and support the development of the infrastructure, so that with this data, they can map out what are the new areas where development and infrastructure needs to be there. Now, coming to the end, to avoid taking much time, my last slide talks about is that to close this session, KSA cold chain future is being shaped right now. Fine. These three cities, Jeddah, Riyadh, and Dammam, are the strategic pillars of cold chain growth. Fine. And they are leading the charge, but broader success will require consistent standards, deeper tech. And when I say deeper tech, the tech, a lot of things are happening, and we just heard some of it, and I'm very sure that we'll be hearing more as we move on this session, that this technology will help the growth of the cold chain logistics in Saudi Arabia. And thus joint efforts between multiple stakeholders will help develop the cold chain infrastructure of Saudi Arabia. So collaboration is very essential. Standardization, digitization, and investments are key to develop these sessions. So a big thank you for everybody who's participating. I hope that I was able to share some valuable insights and for you to understand more of what Saudi Arabia is going through and what it has to offer. So, and if you have any questions for me, feel free to reach out after this session, and have a nice day. Thank you very much.